Today we will discuss about polygon, types of polygon and angle sum properties of the polygons. Okay, now what is polygon? A polygon is a closed figure made by only straight lines. Okay, means there should be straight lines only, no curved line should be there. For example, the triangle is a polygon because there are three sides and all are the straight lines. Next is a parallelogram, you can say quadrilateral, it's also a polygon as there are straight lines. And next figure is also a polygon because there are only straight lines. But there are other shapes. Okay, is it possible that some shapes are not polygon? How is it possible? So see these figures, you can see in both these there are straight lines, but some curved lines also exist here as they are not the polygon. So the condition for a geometrical shape to be a polygon is all the parts of the boundary should be straight lines only. Only straight lines should be there. Now both these shapes are not the polygons. Okay, and it should be closed also. Next, types of polygon. So there are two types of polygon according to nature of the diagonals. First is convex polygon, second concave polygon. Okay, the nature of diagonal is used to divide the polygons in two categories. First is convex and second is concave. Now let us see what is the meaning of these words. Here first is convex polygon. Now a polygon in which diagonals lie completely inside is called a convex polygon. For example, there are two figures. First is a trapezium. Okay, just think it as a quadrilateral. It doesn't matter we are considering a rectangle or a parallelogram or a square, just consider it as a quadrilateral. This ABCD is a quadrilateral. As you can see, there are two diagonals, AC, this one, and BD. Okay, so both the diagonals are inside this shape completely. No part of these diagonals lie outside the shape. So this type of polygon is called convex polygon. Okay, and in the second figure the dotted lines show the diagonals, so both the diagonals completely lie inside the shape. So in a polygon, if the diagonals lie completely inside it, is called a convex polygon. Now is it possible that diagonals or part of the diagonals are outside the shape? Okay, you might be thinking, yes, it is possible. See here in the picture, what is concave polygon? A concave polygon is in which diagonals lie outside. Okay, for example, in first shape you can see ABCD. Okay, this ABCD is a polygon, and if we connect the corners B and D, then you can see the dotted line and it lies completely outside the polygon. So in this case it is a concave polygon. Again, this third one ABCDE is the polygon because there are straight lines, but it is a concave polygon. Why? Because if we join the points A and D, this one, the broken line, and it lies completely outside the polygon, so it is a concave polygon. Hence we can say that in a polygon, if the diagonal or the diagonals lie outside the polygon, that is called a concave polygon. So this is the criteria by which we can divide the polygons on the basis of the diagonals. Now, the types of diagonal according to the number of sides. So we have many types of polygons. Okay. On the left hand side, I have written the number of sides, and on the right side some polygons. Okay, see, if the number of sides are 3, the polygon is called triangle. Here you will consider that all these are polygons. Okay, means the boundary has the straight lines only. Then if the number of sides are 4, it is quadrilateral. If number of sides is 5, it is pentagon. If sides are 6, it is hexagon. 7, it is heptagon. 8, it is called octagon. Now let's see few of them. Okay, as you know, the triangle looks like this. Here 3 sides are there, it is called triangle. Now it is a quadrilateral. Okay, there are 4 sides. Now it is a pentagon, there are 5 sides. This is a hexagon, it has 6 sides. So in this way, if we increase the number of sides, we will have different polygons. Okay, now there are few angle properties of polygons. Maybe it is the property of interior angles, or maybe the property of exterior angles. Okay, so what is the angle property? In any polygon, the sum of all interior angles is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Okay, this is very important. In any polygon, the sum of all interior angles is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Here n is the number of sides. Now try to elaborate this concept for the different polygons. Here on left hand side there are polygons, and right hand side we are calculating the sum of all interior angles. See, if we have triangle, as you know, it has 3 sides. So in our formula, see, this is the formula, n minus 2 into 180. So I write here n minus 2 and 180. Okay, now try to put the value of n, as it is the number of sides. In triangle, so n is 3, we have put the value of n here. 3 minus 2 into 180, that is 180 degree. And we know that angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degree. Second is quadrilateral. There are 4 sides, so we write 4 minus 2 into 180, that is 2 multiply 180, and it is 360 degree. And we know that in a rectangle there are the sum of the interior angles is 360. In a parallelogram also 360. Quadrilateral. Okay, so all these are quadrilaterals, whatever it be, the square, the rhombus, the trapezium, the kite. Okay, all these are quadrilaterals, and the angle sum is 360 degree. Next is pentagon. There are 5 sides, so we use 5 minus 2 into 180, and angle sum is 540 degree. Then for hexagon, n is 6, and we write 6 minus 2 into 180, that is 4 multiply 180, and it is 720 degree. Okay, so by using this formula we can calculate the sum of all interior angles. Okay, now further I will tell you some questions, how to solve them. There are variety of questions regarding this formula. Okay, there is a question, find the interior angle sum of a polygon if it has 10 sides. Okay, till now we have discussed about the polygons which has 6 or 8 sides maximum, which is octagon, but there are many more polygons which has different number of sides. For example, maybe 20, maybe 15, even maybe 100 or 1000. Okay, practically it is not possible to draw a polygon by freehand, but we can think about a polygon which has 100 or 1000 sides. Okay, so by using this formula we can calculate the sum of all interior angles. Suppose a polygon has n sides, 10 sides. Okay, here this is the value of n, so n equals 10 here. Now we put the value of n in the formula. As you can see, the formula is n minus 2 into 180, that is 10 minus 2, because n is equals 10. This is 8 multiplied by 180 degree, and finally the answer is 1440 degree. It means if there is a 10 sided polygon, the sum of all interior angles is 1440 degree. Now let's try to draw a 10 sided polygon. Okay, we can draw but may not be perfect. See 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So in this way we can draw any polygon by freehand, but maybe perfect or not. Okay, so polygons are possible. How many numbers of sides are there? By using freehand draw, or by using some mathematical instruments we can draw them. All right, next question is, it's also related to the formula. If interior angle sum of a polygon is 720 degree, find the number of sides. Okay, here we are not given the number of sides. Okay, the angle sum of a polygon is given and we will find the number of sides. Now what to do? Use the same formula, as it is given that sum of the interior angles is 720 degree. So we use the formula of sum of interior angles, that is n minus 2 multiplied by 180 degree equals 720 degree, because the sum is 720 degree, so the left hand side is equal to 720 degree. Then, as it is a linear equation, in previous videos you have learned how to solve linear equations. Okay, so first we will separate the 180 degree, as I told you that we will separate but using the Bodmas rule, here we will separate 180 degree. Okay, then n minus 2 becomes 720 upon 180, and it divides 720 4 times, so n minus 2 is 4, because 18 4 ja, you can cut in this way, 18 4 ja 72, so we have n minus 2 equals 4. Then separate 2. Okay, n equals 4 plus 2 and n is 6, hence the polygon has 6 sides. As you know, n denotes the number of sides. Okay, it doesn't matter in which way you are using the formula. So for a polygon, if angle sum is 720 degree, it will be the hexagon. Now just try to draw the hexagon. Number of sides are 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, it means if we add the measurement of all these interior angles, as you can see there are 6 angles and the measurement of each angle is 120 degree, so that if we add the angles, all the interior angles, they will add up to 720 degree. Now it is not the part of question, but I want to tell you so that the concept is clear to you. Okay, in this way we can find the number of sides also, doesn't matter, just use the formula and try to solve it. Now revise few points again. Okay, here if we divide the polygons on the basis of the diagonals, okay, there are two types of polygons, convex and concave. If the diagonal completely lies inside the polygon, it is called convex polygon, as in the figure. Both the diagonals AC and BD lies inside, so this is a convex polygon. In the concave, the diagonal or the diagonals lie outside the polygon. So in all these figures, okay, one more figure I draw for your convenience so that you can understand this concept better. Suppose this is a polygon, okay, number of sides are 1, 2 and 3. All right, if I draw fourth side in this way, then it is a convex polygon. But suppose I draw fourth side in this way. Now there are 5 sides and I want to connect any two vertex of this polygon, then this will be the diagonal dotted line, okay, and it is outside this polygon. Now it is a concave polygon, so keep it in your mind, it's very important part. Okay, types of polygon. So here according to number of sides we have many types of polygons. As the smallest polygon is triangle because it has a minimum number of sides, so it is not possible to draw a polygon with two sides or one sides, because a polygon is a closed figure. First condition is it should be a closed figure, then it is made by only straight lines. So you might be thinking that why I started from 3. Okay, just try to check out with 2 or 1. Suppose the number of sides is 2, then is it possible to construct a polygon? Okay, just try. Number of sides are 2, 1 and 2. Okay, it is not a polygon because it is not a closed figure. As you can see, it looks like an angle only, so the figure should be a closed figure. Okay, now we need a third line to make it a closed figure. Okay, in this way we need a third line. Now it is a closed figure, that's why we start from the triangle, which need minimum number of sides to become a closed figure. So if number of sides are 3, we have triangle. 4, we have quadrilateral. 5, pentagon. 6, hexagon. 7, heptagon. 8, octagon. There are many more polygons as we increase the number of sides. Okay, angle properties. Okay, this formula is very important. Angle property means when we add up all the interior angles, then what we will get? Actually there is a pattern. If you add up all the interior angles of a triangle, you get 180 degree. As you study in some chapters that angle sum property of triangle. Similarly, if you add up all the interior angles of a quadrilateral, it gives 360 degree. So what about quadrilaterals? There are many. For example, a rectangle is quadrilateral, a square is quadrilateral, the parallelogram quadrilateral. Okay, the trapezium is also quadrilateral. Okay, this is the trapezium, this is also quadrilateral. So for all the quadrilaterals, the angle sum property is 360 degree. Okay, it doesn't matter which quadrilateral we are considering. Now this formula we will use where n is the number of sides. So we will put the value of n and will obtain the sum of all interior angles. Okay, next is a question which is based upon, okay, about few polygons. Let us see what is the sum of all interior angles, and you should remember all this basically for these 4 polygons. Okay, means when someone asks you, you just give the answer. Okay, just think what is the angle sum property of a pentagon, then you should remember it is 540. What is the angle sum of hexagon? You should remember it is 720. So at least for these 4 polygons you must remember the values. As for triangle it is 180, for quadrilateral it is 360, for pentagon it is 540, for hexagon it is 720. Now for further polygons, if the number of sides increase, you can calculate, it doesn't matter. And there are variety of questions. Okay, sometimes it is asked that what is the sum of all interior angles. Okay, but sometimes it is not asked, it is given the sum of interior angles, and it is asked that how many sides are there in the polygon. So simply, if we want to calculate the sum of interior angles, use the formula in simpler way: n minus 2 multiply 180, put the value of n, and step by step you get the answer. But suppose if n is not given, only the sum of interior angles is given, what you will do? Again use the formula, just solve it for n only. Now in this question we have found n, that is 6. As it is given that sum of interior angles is 720 degree, so we know that sum of interior angle is this one, see the circle, okay, and it is equal to 720 degree. By solving it after step by step we get n equal to 6. So this is the polygon with 6 sides. Okay, now I hope this concept is clear. Okay, see this video again and try to give the answer of the questions. Alright students, have a good day.